Hey Capricorn, what's up? Welcome to your May reading. I hope you're all doing very, very well. We're going to be seeing what messages want to come through for you guys, get some insight, guidance, see what you can expect for the month of May. If this reading is helpful or insightful, please let me know by leaving a like, comment, and subscribe. Private readings are available down below. Let's get right into your messages. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. What do y'all need to know, look out for, be aware of during this time? Messages for Capricorn. You guys have the dead end with the warrior. Sagittarius had the dead end come out in their reading the other day. So maybe you got any Sagittarian placements or dealing with a Saggy. We have the village, the stone, and the mountain. I get a sense of separation, or like you're having to kind of isolate yourself, taking some time away from a group of people, a friendship circle, a family, or just like, seems like you're needing some space. I get a very solo, spacious, like searching for a deeper meaning, searching for answers. Perhaps you're on like a quest to find the key, a quest to find the answers. We have the dead end here, and the dead end does talk about endings. It talks about like there's not really any momentum, there's not much room to grow, or this is showing like a stalemate. And in Sagittarius's reading, when this came out and the messages that came through in the reading, it was reminding me of a core mate. Oh, I fucking bumped y'all. I like stretched my foot. Y'all can see the wall. I stretched my foot and I didn't notice like I bumped you. Hold on. Let me move this. Little bumps. And I knocked a card, and it is the prayer. Some kind of prayer. Let me move this back. Some sort of prayer is being answered, or something that you have been calling on your angels, your guides. It seems like they're hearing your command, they're hearing your wish loud and clear. The dead end and the warrior, I get a very determined energy from you. I get a very much like, this isn't the end. This is just not how I want this story to end. This is not finished. I get, with the warrior, your intuition is trying to tell you something. Your intuition is screaming at you. So you're following the urge, you're following the signs, and some people may not actually understand or like get why you're doing this. There could be some people that are looking at you like you have two heads, right? We have the village. This does talk about your community. It talks about your home, your family, your friends, people that you work with. This is talking about your community here, right? And the connections that are either involved, or maybe I get a sense here with the stone and the mountain, they may not actually be involved, or this may not have anything to do with them. I just get a sense like you're removing yourself. Look at how in the mountain and then the village, the mountain in the back, I feel like you could be feeling alone in this world, or feeling alone in this area of your life, this chapter of your life. With stone, this does talk about like commitments, contracts, and something that's set in stone, something set in stone. A mountain that can't be moved. Is there anything else I'm getting from this? You're just determined. I feel like with the warrior, because this is also masculine energy, I just get this sense that like you're not wanting to just give up. I get a bit of a stubborn energy. You're like, no, I refuse. Let me come up with a plan. I need some space. Let me like get my thoughts straight. Yeah, the stone and the warrior, I just feel like you're not budging. You're not giving up on whatever this is. We have agape at the end, at the bottom of the deck, which talks about unconditional love and acceptance, everything coming together. Okay, I'm feeling like there's some sort of merging of energies. So who knows, y'all? But let's see what the tarot has to say about this. Tell me clearly what's going on for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements in the month of May 2025. What do y'all need to know? Look out for, be aware of. Messages for Capricorn. What do my Capricorns need to look out for the month of May? Page of Swords. So you're seeking information. You may actually come into some sort of news. There could be a conversation. You might be looking someone up online, or somebody here is trying to find information on you, Capricorn. Let's see what's at the bottom. We have the Ace of Cups. Searching for signs of love or connection. Some of you, if you're in the dating scene, you could be online dating, you know, like dating apps, or looks like there's someone that you could be messaging or talking to. We have the Three of Swords underneath the Ace of Cups, so it's like if you're trying to find information out on someone, it seems like it could be kind of upsetting, or you feel like I see, like, look at this. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Let me show you what I'm seeing here. This is at the bottom of the deck. All right, we have the Ace of Cups and the Three of Swords. We have this King of Wands. He's looking over at the Empress. Somebody here feels unwanted, or I see like there's somebody that's like waiting for a response, or waiting for somebody to make the first move. Page of Swords, it's time to initiate. It's time to get the ball rolling. It's time to break the silence, some of you. Two of Wands, crossroads. Should I stay? Should I go? Am I in the clear to go forwards and take this leap of faith? We have the Fool at the bottom. So you're considering whether or not you should take this jump, take this leap. One of these paths you could take, start something brand new. The other path repeats a cycle. So be mindful of like repetitiveness, or, you know, old habits. We have the Fool, and then we have the Ten of Swords, Ace of Swords. Y'all, perhaps this is about bringing clarity to an ending, speaking your truth. I see that there is some sort of attachment that is cleared, or you're in the process of clearing. What's underneath this Ace of Swords? Five of Wands. I see that there's been some sort of conflict or struggle, and that is coming to an end, and it's because somebody is being called forwards to speak their mind. Or it's about coming into information, and with this information, a door shuts, a door is closed. But this is like the crossroad of, should I? Because if I do, there's no turning back from this. When I take this jump, like this seems pretty significant, this seems pretty concrete, this seems pretty final. Set in stone, like the stone card from earlier. So we have these three cards that came out. We have Seven of Swords, Four of Swords, and the Seven of Cups in reverse. So you've been coming up with a plan. You've been scheming. You've been planning. You've been preparing. And notice a 7 sandwich. 747. 747. Is that an area code, or like, you know, like the first 3 digits of a phone number, depending on where you live, the area code? 747. 747. Where would that be? I would Google it right now, but I don't want to like waste your time in case it's not relevant. But maybe that's a number for someone. 747. Anyways, something's about to be revealed. Something serious is going to come to light. Someone's intentions here being exposed. Maybe through dreams. Four of Swords can definitely represent the dreams. And with the Seven of Cups in reverse, it's like some kind of illusion has been shattered. Seeing someone's true colors. At the bottom we have the Sun, which is definitely a card that confirms that something's being illuminated. The Sun is also about like relief, it's joy, it's happiness, it's like maybe whatever that's being revealed is not as scary or as negative as you thought it was. Like with the Sun, perhaps this is actually good. Like the thing that's been revealed is something that's really positive, and it brings like optimism to the situation. We have Leo energy, King of Cups underneath that, Six of Pentacles. So someone's true intentions are pure. Somebody here Whether it be you, Capricorn, or someone that you're dealing with, I'm seeing somebody has pure intentions. Their intentions are like you can let your guard down. What the hell? This card, what is this? 4 of Cups. Trying to flip out, or it didn't flip out, I just didn't want to go in the deck. It feels like there's a situation that you've been disappointed by recently or in the near future. Maybe this is in terms of love, because we have the Knight of Cups at the bottom. Maybe you feel like someone's not interested, or they're showing you 0 sign of interest. Well, then that, you know, that speaks volumes. Knight of Cups, 4 of Cups. Look at how the Knight, look at this. The Knight is offering the cup. We see the cup in the 4 of Cups, and this person's just like not even paying attention. Why? Because they're deep in their feelings. Deep in their feelings. They don't even notice because they're just so up in their own world. We have the 6 of Cups underneath the Knight of Cups, definitely giving a familiar energy. Somebody here that you have some history with. Maybe you know them from a long time ago. Maybe you grew up with them. Maybe there are children involved. Someone's been doing a lot of thinking and reflecting on the past. We have the 6 of Cups and the Hangman. Someone has had this epiphany, maybe. All right. Show me clearly what's going on for Capricorn in the month of May 2025. I'm not going to take those. Messages for Capricorn. 7 of Pentacles. 7s are the number for you guys. 7, 7, 7. Whoa! And like, isn't that the, like when you go, I don't gamble, y'all. I honestly, like, that's just not my thing. But isn't it like on the machines, it's like 777? So it's like, maybe some of y'all are a bit lucky this month. Maybe you're testing your luck. Hope you win if you do. We have the Magician at the bottom. So 7 of Pentacles and the Magician. Something that you have been trying to be patient for. Something you've been manifesting. It's a lot closer than you realize. Let's see. Magician, Temperance, and the Ace of Pentacles. I'm seeing that this opportunity coming in, you haven't let something go. There's something you haven't released. There's something you haven't moved on from fully. You've been waiting for the right timing. Maybe you felt like you weren't ready with the Star in the reverse. We have Aquarius energy. Maybe you felt as if you didn't have enough money or finances. Yeah, maybe financial issues were a factor here or influencing the situation, or, you know, you had to get your shit together kind of thing. So Ace of Pentacles, Temperance, and the Magician showing that the timing's now, or you're in the clear. You have the green light to go forwards. This is the right timing. I think May is the month where you should make this move. Make this gesture. Let's get one more and then we can clarify and get a little bit more detail. We have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands. This fell out on the 7 of Cups and the 4 of Swords. It's just something to keep in mind. But the Page of Wands, it's about making that gesture, lighting that match, getting the fire going. Oh, but be mindful, we do have the Devil at the bottom. So I would say here, we'll see what's underneath the Devil, but this is kind of like a proceed with caution. Maybe I'm getting a bit of a overly optimistic. Like, you want to keep it in moderation. The Page of Wands and the Devil, I'm hearing it's a slippery slope. Let's see, King of Pentacles and the King of Wands underneath that 2 of Swords. I think it's just important not to lose sight of your priorities here, okay, because we're seeing both the King of Wands, Pentacles together. This is definitely about like your resources, your money, your health, you know, the really important things that you need to focus on regularly on the daily to sustain yourself and support and provide for yourself and those that rely on you, such as like family or your partner or something like that. So it's important that you don't lose focus on those priorities, right? Because I'm seeing here, this could be a little bit of a distraction. So that's where it's like moderation is key. But the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is a very optimistic, very friendly, bubbly, outgoing energy. It typically does, it's like an invitation. You could be inviting someone, someone's inviting you. This is maybe like what you've been waiting for, or you are hoping for, like an invitation in, to a conversation or to like someone's home or to like meet up. Like, it's showing you've been waiting for this opening of a door. The door has opened is what I'm seeing. The door has opened, or it's now available to you. It wasn't before, or maybe you had to get your crap together, but the opportunity is now available to you. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do? So let me clarify some of this stuff. Like starting off with that Page of Swords, because it's like you're trying to look for some information, or maybe you are discovering. We have the King of Swords trying to pick up, discovering something that's going to definitely influence the choice you're making over these next couple of weeks. With this information that you're finding out or discovering, or you're hearing about, or you've been lurking a little bit. It definitely is going to change the way you approach this situation and whoever else is involved here. Two of Cups. Oh my god, these cards are flying. Two of Cups. There's one on the floor. I'll check in a second. Page of Cups and the Nine of Wands. Where the fuck did you go? Oh, okay. Sun in the reverse. Someone's not happy. Somebody ain't happy. Oh my god, let me show you what I'm seeing here. So here we have this connection. We have the Two of Cups. Could be talking about lovers, could be talking about friends, could be talking about two parents. Fuck if I know. But the Two of Cups is definitely representing more. There's like an emotional connection here. Somebody that, you know, you once really clicked with. Okay, so then we have the Page of Cups. So I do see that there is some kind of exchange of emotion, conversation. Definitely seems here though. Whoever's initiating, which I think it's you, Capricorn. You can swap the roles, okay? Feel free to swap the roles. But just how we've seen this reading play out, and even how we saw like the warrior and the stone, like you're very like set, like, no, this is not the dead end. This is not the ending. I refuse. This is not the ending I want for this storyline. I must change something, or I must say something before it's too late, kind of thing. All right, you can swap the roles if it doesn't. But whoever is receiving the message, they are on guard. They are on guard. Nine of Wands. They're like, what do you want from me? Sun in reverse. I'm not happy with you right now. Or I'm not really happy to hear from you. That might be a hard pill to swallow. But yeah, somebody here not impressed. Somebody's not impressed. This could be somebody with Leo or water. Definitely seeing fiery, watery energy. Someone's very emotional. They're heated. Think about boiling water. You can burn. Someone here. Let's see. Judgment, Queen of Cups, and the Six of Swords. So I'm seeing like possibly a feminine energy or water sign. We also have some air, Aquarius specifically, Pluto energy as well, which is Scorpio energy, but also Judgment represents like fixed signs, which is Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, and Aquarius. So we just said a couple of the same signs. But there's like this feminine energy who has moved on, who has healed from the past, who has transformed their life. And, you know, so that's probably why they're like, I ain't going back. But the funny thing is, underneath the Six of Swords, we actually have the Ace of Cups, which is moving towards connection, love, healing, fulfillment in the relationships. Somebody here could be moving on to a new love interest. You have the Six of Wands. Someone's in high demand. Somebody here really focusing on building their legacy. Somebody who's like very attractive, very attractive. They have a lot of options. A lot of options. Okay, so this Two of Wands. Let's see the hang up here. Like, you know, the possible crossroads of like, okay, should I not? Two of Wands. Because I'm seeing that there's two different ways this could go. So let's see. Two of Wands. What are the two different ways this will unfold? You know, you got your free will. Timelines can shift and change, but based off the current vibes, what are these two possible timelines? So we have a Queen of Pentacles falling out. We have a Six of Cups. Notice how they fell out on two opposite sides, which is kind of interesting. Why is the Two of Wands here? Why is the Two of Wands here for Capricorn? Knight of Pentacles. We actually have the Queen and the Knight of Pentacles, both court energy. Six of Pentacles. A lot of Pentacles. A lot of Pentacles. Sixes are showing up now. We had sevens, now they're sixes. We saw that Six of Swords. You have 666, 777. Wild. Wild. Let me know if you're seeing those synchronicities. Comment down below if that's you, if that resonates. But so there's been this slow, gradual change. I would say months, maybe even years for some of you. A lot has happened between you and these people, you and this person, right? A lot has happened in the home life. A lot has happened with like children. A lot has happened with like family members. It's just showing that there has been a lot of changes. And is there a possibility to go back to what used to be? Six of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles. Could you restore the past? Could you reunite? Yeah, possibly. Possibly. There is a nostalgic energy in the air. Somebody's reminiscing. Someone is reminiscing. Six of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Now we actually have a pair. A king to the queen. And then Eight of Swords. This king, this masculine, whoever identifies as more of the masculine energy, I don't give a fuck what you identify as. But this King of King of Pentacles is having doubts. This King of Pentacles sees themselves as a knight, actually, to be honest. Yeah. Which is crazy because in actuality, this King of Pentacles has the 10 of Pentacles. They actually have a lot to offer, but for some reason, this King of Pentacles is unable to see their value. This masculine doesn't see themselves as like valuable, important, worthy. This King of Pentacles could be a Taurus, a Virgo, or another Capricorn, but this is somebody who's very stuck in their own ways. They're not trusting of others or even themselves. They have doubts that there could be an agreement or that the feeling goes mutual. Was the Six of Pentacles? Or like it's gonna have to take a long time to get back on track. Something like that. Why is the Seven of Cups in the reverse here? So this came out, remember, it was this 3 cards. The Seven of Cups reverse, the Four of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. Let me see. Seven of Cups reverse. So what's being revealed? You ever have a dream that inspires you to take some sort of action? That could be part of it. So for some of you, there's this dream that you have in the coming weeks or coming days, and whatever that you experience, whatever information that you may find out, it could be kind of nudging you to take some sort of action. Let's see. Seven of Cups reverse, Page of Wands. So it's that Page of Wands that we seen earlier, one of the last cards from the first deck we used. Mind you, the devil was at the bottom, so it's like, things could get a little bit messy. All right, so we'll see. We'll see. Let me see. Wait, what am I clarifying? Seven of Cups reverse. Seven of Cups reverse. Lovers, Gemini energy. Gemini season will begin towards the end of this month. New moon will be on the 26th, 27th of May. So for some of you, this could definitely begin around then. We have the Hangman, Hanged One, which is Pisces. There again, like there's been like this limbo, this stale, stagnant. We saw that with the Dead End. Like things are just not progressing. Things have felt like they've just been at a complete stop. Red light, like when is it going to turn green? Someone's been doing a lot of thinking, reflecting, ruminating, and a lot of like self-awareness of what they need to work on. Someone's been doing a lot of spiritual growth, which is cool. Good for them. Good for you if that's you. Awesome. I love that for you. So with the Page of Wands and the Lovers, this is representing initiation to spark a new chapter with a particular person. We see in the Lovers, oh wait, my finger's covering it. In the Lovers, the ground, there's a split. There is separation. There could be a continuation of that, and the drift just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. The distance gets wider, or there could be the possibility of bridging the gap. So what will you choose? What are you gonna do? Because you know, the hangman, he's not doing nothing. He's just thinking about it. He's just reflecting on it. He's just really introspective. So what are you gonna do? What you gonna choose? You've been giving it a lot of thought. What lights you up? The Page of Wands is a card of inspiration and what really brings you joy and happiness. So what is it, Capricorn, that really lights up your heart? What speaks to your soul? Four of Swords. Why is the Four of Swords here? Some of you are healing from heartbreak or loss. Again, it is more of like a solo energy, taking some time out for rest, recuperation. We have Justice coming out, Libra energy. Maybe it's time back to the full moon we had in Aries season. Let's see. We have Knight of Wands, some of the Four of Swords, and the Five of Wands. See, like there's some kind of trouble with getting things off the ground. There's this need to bring justice to a situation. Justice will be served, but it's a little challenging to get on that road. It's a little bit of a struggle because it kind of feels like you are heading right into the eye of the storm. I was like, what's it called? The eye of the storm. It feels like you're heading right into the eye of the storm, which makes sense because remember when the Page of Wands came out and at the bottom, like I said, the devil was at the bottom. At the Page of Wands clarifying the Seven of Cups reverse. So it's like with this initiation, which we gotta look into this Page of Wands. We have to, we will in a moment, but it's like heading into the eye of the storm and it may be a bit intense. There might be a bit of pressure, which is requiring you to really try to be in a peaceful state of mind, right? Outside influences, it could be very crazy, emotional, and intense. You're gonna have to try your best to remain balanced and grounded. Try not to get heated, because you may be overly sensitive, or others involved may be overly sensitive. Seven of Swords. Let me see why that's here. By the way, the King of Swords was at the bottom, which is somebody who's very good at finding solutions and a very good communicator. So use your intelligence and your communication skills, and perhaps you can resolve this conflict with ease. Let's see, Seven of Swords. Why is the Seven of Swords here for Capricorn? Like, I do feel like you have to be 5 steps ahead or a couple steps ahead, you know, kind of know what you're getting involved with. Eight of Wands. Be mindful of rushing too fast, moving into this situation too quickly and unprepared. So we have the Fool, Two of Swords, and Death. Look at you jumping right on in. You're making the choice, right? We saw that earlier, like should you not, with the Two of Wands. And then Knight of Pentacles, your slow approach, trying to feel things out, trying to discover information, trying to really clarify whether or not this would be a good choice for you to do. Looks like you are making a choice that's going to transform the situation. Two of Swords and Death. Big game changer. Things will, however things are currently, let's just say things will be very different. Things will be very different depending on how you approach. Your approach is going to change the outcome. There's part of you that wants to just like rush right on in. The Fool, the Eight of Wands, you just want to rush right on in. You just want to bust down that door. But there is something that's like, okay, Two of Swords and Death. Let's think about this a little bit. Let's think about this a little bit. What's going to be the impact? How will this change the outcome? Because remember, dead end, literally the first card, you're like, oh, this is a dead end. I don't think I like that. Warrior. I don't fucking think I like that. I have to do something differently. And the Warrior is all about the action that you're taking. It's about being persistent, but also intuitive, right? And then it looks like going back to the village and then the mountain. It's like, it's cool to ask for help or advice or insight from friends, family, loved ones, outside world, right? Getting people's opinions. But truly, 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 you need to go inwards and figure out what's going to be the very best for you. And then you need to follow that. So let's see, 7 of Pentacles. Why is the 7 of Pentacles here? So I'm just getting there. This could be saying that you're waiting a little bit for like the perfect timing or the right moment. 7 of Pentacles. Why is the 7 of Pentacles coming out? It could be saying that 7 of Pentacles usually is like a card of confirmation. Like you're doing the right thing. Keep it up. Keep watering the grass you're standing on. Keep this approach. Keep it steady. So let's see. 7 of Pentacles for Capricorn. The 7 of Swords came out. Stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. You could be moving very carefully, stealthily, cautiously. What's this card trying to stick? 8 of Cups. Planning an escape, some of you. If you're trying to move out of a toxic environment or relationship or home, it's like you're planning an escape. Whoa, okay. 7 of Pentacles. We have the 5 of Pentacles. And then Hierophant reversed. Wheel of Fortune at the bottom. 8 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups. You're trying to avoid... I'm hearing a blackout or a shutout. You're trying you're wanting to make sure you don't screw yourself over here, which is, you know, it's a good thing to consider, good thing to avoid, good thing to, you know, look at all the possible options and be like, okay, this is what I don't want. So let me avoid that. Let me try a different approach, because the 7 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, Hierophant reverse definitely is giving more of like the non-traditional path. You don't want to be locked out. You don't want to be shut out. You don't want to make a choice and then really regret it and wish you had done differently. So that's why it's so important not to rush into this. That's why it's really important that you take the necessary time that's needed to make sure everything is like perfectly, and there's no such thing as perfect, but like you're trying to perfectly align and work on like what is this? what are you working on? What are you building? What are you creating here? Because it's like it's requiring a lot of like delicate and consistent effort. Like you're having to be very cautious and careful, and you don't want to like end up disappointing yourself or disappointing somebody else. 5 of Cups. You're trying to do anything it takes to not mess this up. Well, let me tell you, Capricorn, whatever's truly meant for you will never pass you by. So if you mess it up and it doesn't work out, it's just because there's something better for you. Trust that. You can't fuck up what's meant for you. I stand by that. Okay, so let's look into this Page of Wands, right? Page of Wands seem to be pretty important. Why is the Page of Wands here? Because this is that big initiation. That's an invitation. That's where, and remember, like we said, the devil at the bottom could be... Let's just hope it doesn't let's just hope it doesn't blow up in your face, you know? Okay, so Page of Wands. Why is the Page of Wands here? Because again, normally Page of Wands is like my good news card. Normally brings in like a ray of sunshine. Like normally it's a card that's indicating like, yes, green light, thumbs up, you made it. This is going good. So let's see, Page of Wands. Emperor. Looks like your approach is pretty good. Let's see. Page of Wands for Capricorn, 4 of Pentacles, and the Empress. But what do you... Oh, shit, we have a pair. That's interesting how this came out together, right? The 4 of Pentacles and the Empress. I say the feminine holding back. We saw that earlier when we clarified the Page of Swords and how it was met with the 2 of Cups, Page of Cups, and then the 9 of Wands and the Sun reverse. And then at the bottom it was the Queen of Cups, Six of Swords and something else, I don't remember. And it looked like as if like the Queen of Cups or feminine energy was like moving forwards and showing like very guarded energy, untrusting energy, and definitely not happy with the other party involved, whether that's you, whatever. So let me get one more. We're clarifying the Page of Wands. Look at here. Look at here. We've seen these cards from earlier. Ace of Swords with the Ten of Swords in the reverse, and we have the Knight of Cups. Wow, we've seen this earlier. So I feel that the Emperor, this is Aries energy as well as masculine energy. Emperor is the person that is initiating this, taking charge, taking accountability, making some sort of gesture, looking like trying to clear up loose ends, trying to explain themselves or express their truth, or like asking questions too. Perhaps this Emperor has a lot of questions that they would like to ask, or they would like answers on, whether, who knows if they'll get them or not, because we have the Empress and the Four of Pentacles, somebody withholding, somebody holding back, somebody who is clearly unmatched. Like, let me just say, this is definitely someone who is a counterpart of yours. I said that so weird. Counterpart energy for sure. Empress is holding themselves back though. Possibly because, well, the Ten of Swords, although it's reversed, so like the worst is over, but it's probably, you know, hesitation because shit flew up in the past. And remember, we saw the Devil at the bottom of the deck too that said like, hey, this could get a bit messy. So we have the Knight of Cups, Four of Wands, and Temperance, and then we have the Page of Swords. We go full fucking circle. Full circle in this reading. Full circle moment. So an offer that's being made to bring this connection together and hopefully repair or heal or mend what once was. There's this truth and expression being all out on the table. Six of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. Could this be worked on? Possibly. I just see the Empress is holding herself back. So I guess this Emperor is going to have to prove themselves. Really have to prove themselves, because I'm getting this Empress isn't budging. Because she knows her worth. You know your worth. You're the Empress. So who knows, y'all, but good luck. Good luck if this is your situation. I'm sending you so much love and good energy your way. Please let me know if this reading was helpful or insightful. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Private readings are available down below. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you in your next reading, Capricorn. Bye.